Chris really loved America more than anyone I've ever met. He was an Army sniper that wanted to deploy to Afghanistan and serve his country and do his duty. And he loved to fish, he loved to hunt, he loved America, and he truly lived and breathed the red, white, and blue. But he deployed to Afghanistan in 2011 and was killed 3 months into his first deployment. That night, 2 uniformed officers came to my door to notify me that Chris had been killed. They said, Mrs. Horton, we're sorry to inform you that your husband, Specialist Christopher Horton, was killed from a gunshot wound to the head September 9, 2011. Nobody knew what to say, nobody knew what to do. I was a 25-year-old widow. Chris was the most honorable man I ever met. He was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he grew up in Orange Beach, Alabama for about 7 years. He loved to fish, he loved to shoot, he was a professional shooter, and he also spent most of his time following politics, being a political consultant, and doing whatever he could for America. He wanted to be a sniper, so he was actually National Guard. He was a National Guard sniper, so he was gone quite a bit training. I did marry a man that was going to be deploying, but I understood him and I understood his need to serve his country, and he didn't want to go over there and do paperwork. He wanted to go over there and actually be engaged on the field and do combat. And so I knew he was going to go over there, but I knew he'd be okay. I had no question he was coming home because he was the best of the best, and so I never ever imagined this would happen, and neither did he. The pin that I wear is probably one of my most important possessions because it represents my husband. It's the Gold Star pin. It was authorized by Congress after World War II, and the one with the purple backing means that my husband was killed in combat.
Remember, respect, and honor our fallen military heroes and the sacrifice and strength of surviving families who wear the Gold Star pins.
It's the only thing I have to give him a voice, and even though I'm physically intact, people don't realize that, I'm only walking around with half of what I once was. And that part of me, my husband, chose to serve his country and give his life, the ultimate sacrifice for me and for all of us. The DoD and VA both do different things for us. The DoD handles the notification of the fallen and the burial and taking care of the family's paperwork with the deceased soldier. And the VA takes care of some of our benefits as well. So I do a lot of work out here to improve the process. There's definitely some families that get lost in the bureaucracy and things that don't go as smoothly as they should. And I think that if every American took a walk through Section 60 here and read some of the graves of the 18 and 19-year-olds that fought, bled, and died for us and gave their lives for our freedom, I think it really would change the whole culture of America. I think it would change everyone's attitudes, and I think people wouldn't take their freedom for granted and they would stop living as if freedom was free. America, the freedom that we have has come at a great price. People need to remember that and live as such, and hopefully as responsible citizens we can all do something to better this country that so many have given so much for. These people that have given their lives were real people.